that one person gonna help somebody else, you know, because it starts from. I know I've been I've been in that violent, you know, era, you know, where I came out of. I witnessed a lot of stuff, but I also know that, you know, there can be changes. You know, it's a matter of your mindset. Okay. That's what I think. I believe.
Okay, you say that you're not. First of all, I know you stated about President Trump. Now, if we don't get out there and vote, then he'll be back in there again. So that's the first thing. We can't complain about President Trump and not get out there and vote to not have him in office. That's the first thing. Secondly, as far as we need to get out there and mentor these young adults. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they just want somebody to listen to them. Don't talk to them. They have a lot that they want to get out. But then again, all we want to do is talk to them and tell them this and that and that. They don't want to hear that. They want to know, they want a lot that they got going on, because where they live at, they have a lot of things that they have to deal with that we don't know. They don't have their father there, someone that they can talk to. So they need somebody out there. They need role models like yourselves out there, and go out there. When the last time we sat down and talked to a young man and said, how are you doing? You know what I'm saying? How is life treating you? How are you doing in school? You know, you working? I mean, these are the things that we need to, as men, get out there and do. And
Mr. Brown, you said it best. You said it, because this show can, I mean, if some young people are watching, young men, young women, you know, because, you know, they see, I'm not always carrying a message to a young man all the time, but hopefully they see I'm available if they want to know how, you know, life can be without getting themselves caught up in that grip of that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You know, they want that Instagram. They want what they want, you know, no matter what we say. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we carry a message out there for people, because it's young and old, but basically the young, because they are our future, right? Correct. And, you know, so hopefully, man, you know, we can inspire them, whether they see something we doing or whether we speaking like we are speaking out there to the, you know, the general public. You know what I'm saying? We carrying something to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's the father, you know, they trying to do what their father do, whether it be wrong or right, and they see men like us, you know, telling them, we want to carry some hope to you, a hope shot. Give you a hope shot, man, that you ain't got to live that way. You don't really got to live that way. It ain't all about you can have all that stuff and you know what I'm saying, and it'll take you somewhere you don't want to go, because you don't know how to handle that life.
Correct.
No.
That lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
And so.
But my problem with this, I am. Now, people from Charlotte that know me know that I'm hands-on with the brothers in the streets. That means I'm hands-on with them. And I got the solution to get Donald Trump out. I think it was Bobby Sears and Huey Newton. These two brothers had the right plan, but the people of America never stuck with it. The black people of America never stuck with the plan that the Black Panthers was trying to put out. I'm talking about a black political party. We don't vote Republican. We don't vote Democratic. We bring our own people in. This is why we voting. We out here, the Democrats just take our votes like, oh, the blacks gonna vote for us anyway. Just take us for granted. And then when it's time, I don't care, Barack, Hillary Clinton, they don't put nothing on the table for the people. There's nothing on the table right now for the people. So
that's right.
You have to understand that our problem starts with them first. Them first, because the young people in our hood, from what I'm understanding is, this is something they don't want to do. No one wants to go sell those drugs and sit around and worry about the cops chasing them. When you sell drugs, you don't have to worry about the cops alone. You have to worry about the wolves. You have to worry about everybody that's on the other side of God. That means the devil. He's after you when you do these things. He wants your money. He wants everything or all the glamour that comes with it. And why do it when it's just a pathway to hell? So I don't understand why we as black people can't get somebody like, okay, Paul Brown for president, and Greg Richardson for vice president. For vice president. You know,
That would be nice.
and we saying
That would
it,
be at work,
and we
huh?
say this that we know that these people got a good heart. They just not gonna look at black or white. You know, I mean, I heard one of my evangelists say it's right to be right. You just have to be right, and all the things that's going on is wrong, and they wonder why our kids are so messed up.
And and thank you, Todd. The system is made for the downfall. If you ain't picking up a gun, either you going to jail. They say the end results of life, if you live in that life and you don't turn over, if you don't turn your life over and surrender to a new way of life, you're going to the jails, institution, and death. So hopefully, you know, it won't be. But sometimes people need to go through what they go through so they can, it takes a tragedy to wake people up. Because, you know, you got hard-headed people. No matter how much you carry a message to them, they either going to listen or they going to do their own thing. And so we pray and hope as brothers, we pray for our people. Our people, I'm talking about people all around the world. It don't matter what color you is. I'm just saying, man, like, God ain't, you know, he don't judge it. But he do, you know, therefore, I know as a man of God, I sometimes get in my own will, but you know what? I don't stay there too long. And that's why I'm so grateful and honored and privileged to be here with you two brothers, man. You know, and so, man, the hope is that they're going to either get it or they're going to, you know.
Okay, so we're going to talk about another topic that we got going on, affordable housing. Now, I see where we're at in Charlotte, I think you see a lot of the back, like a couple of, like 10, 20 years, you had neighborhoods in Charlotte that are not there anymore because they're redeveloping the area. Everywhere you look, you see these new apartment high-rises going in and people moving out because they can't afford it. So how do we solve that issue? I mean, because it's moving, expanding. We growing, Charlotte growing every day. And it's not just Charlotte, but it's other cities.
And you said it best, Mr. Brown, is who you vote. And voting is important because when you vote, man, you vote and people in for the better of the whole community. You know what I'm saying? Because when we vote people in, you know, they're gonna be in the best interest for the community, not just the rich, medium class, the poor. It's for all people, man. And so I believe that, you know, Charlotte is growing. They got plenty of opportunities, but a lot of times, you know, people come here, they ain't got a lot of opportunities. They want the opportunities, and hopefully, you know, that will help. First, you gotta get an income to live somewhere.
Correct.
And pay for your rent, and affordable rent, and stuff like that. But it's all about who you put in.
The scenario to this problem has nothing to do with black or white.
Right.
It has nothing to do with nothing. As Mr. Brown and you stated that this city is growing in money. They call them zoning laws.
Okay.
They zoning people by their credit score and how much money you have. Has nothing to do with black or white. If you poor, they don't want you in this sector of the city, or they don't want you here. So therefore, they go to the people and they tell them that it's all right because for you living in this area, this is what we want. This is how much money we want for a person to live. It don't matter how your house looks or what your complex looks like. It's the zoning laws.
Right.
It's what we call well, it's racism at the highest level. I wanted to call it another thing, but we couldn't say. I couldn't say this on the program.
Please
So,
don't say it on the program.
I'm not going to
sir.
say it, Mr. Brown.
Please, I
But
beg
it's
you.
racism at the highest level, but it's not racist. You have to understand that people, even black people, is racist against other black people
Yes,
because
yes, you said it.
they not where they at supposed to
Yes.
being like, oh, I don't want to be involved with him.
That's
He ain't
right.
nothing but a drug dealer
Right.
or a bum when we should be trying to help him. Now, handicapped, as myself, all who don't know I'm in a wheelchair, get discriminated against a lot in these zoning laws and places that you go because they don't want you living next to them. These people don't want you living next to them, and they want the people of this state or this city want more people to come in and spend their money. They call Charlotte the land of milk and honey. Well, I believe you. I believe you. The way you're doing things here, I believe you. But in good sense that when we speak about it, half of people that's black do not even know who they senator or representative to call to even try to get these laws changed. They don't know who he is. You probably know who the governor and the president is. That's how far we go as black people. And when we vote, guess what we do? We just vote all Democrat. We don't check into the candidates that's really gonna help us in our district. We don't do that. So this is how we change this thing that's going on right now. This zoning law is bad. It's discrimination, racism at its highest level. And they know what they're doing. And it's something you can't do. Why? We can't stop it because they're making it law.
They're making it law. Huh?
They're making it law. So like you said, if you ain't got the money, don't think you gonna live there. You can have the money. Mr. Brown, sir, you can have the money and live in that big house right there. You can have the money and say, you know what, Todd, I want that house right there. The government ain't gonna let you buy it. Why? Because you Mr. Brown and your credit score might be 400. So you can't get in it. Oh, you got an eviction. Oh, you've been to jail. Everything that to stop you from getting yourself right, to live right. Hey man, that's why all my focus and everything I do is on Jesus. That means everything I do, everything that I try to do, my life and everything that I focus on Jesus. I never going to sit up here on this program and tell you that I'm perfect, but I am faithful. I've been faithful.
Okay, we're running short of time, gentlemen. If someone wanted to get in contact with y'all, how would they go about doing that? First, yourself, Mr. Richardson.
If you need to get in contact with me, you can reach me most likely on Facebook, or you can call me. I don't have no problem picking up the phone, answering somebody's call. If it's if that's what you want to do, you can reach me at 860-888-4650, or you can, find me on the west end of Charlotte. 18 J. Julian Lane. That's where I live. So I'm grateful to be on the show. I thank these brothers for inviting me here. And
well, you can reach me with Todd Mack 7 at Gmail, or you can catch me on Todd Mack Facebook. Never call me on the phone because I don't do phone calls.
Oh yeah, I meant to say my email too. Gregory LR43 at gmail.com too.
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on the show. I hope you come back. We can discuss more topics. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the show. You be encouraged.